incident. Oh, I can then. And the other menu could do some part. Nay, Bim de ever be she and the pay, and Gamakara Mamba. Then the some Neka and will be America legacy. You don't know where to pick it from and where to end. It's very, very, very devastating. And then I mean, Sam George, me kase, me fellow squatching for soup, me kase, because I know that these two individuals know when your money, when I Juma pen, they work closely with him, and it's just not. I cannot bring myself to believe that this tragedy has befallen us as a country, and the pain and suffering that families, Yankufo, Partyfo, walk through. In a Shazan, that's all we can say. Ama go be on your able to table you there, be our awesome.
And the crowd and come be any baby.
Politics can wait.
Every other thing will have to wait.
Everything can wait. Sunday. Look, and I may have been on that heli before. Many times. It could have been anybody.
Yeah. And
say our Benuma. The risk that is associated with the work, no. Don't know. And to the extent that people even feel that according to something that
leisure
is unbelievable. Brother, especially when were growing children. But a Jumano, a new option. A new option there, you have to go. Why an important activity out to them? I'm Galam said me for politics. You know, I know this if I want to some work and because I will hunt them, it's fine. And any activity be about in preserving your environment, I'll support it. Why not? And Omampina small the could damage me or Boasa. I only want to never do Omampin where they most why Muntumunko.
How do you even say that?
How are you going to say it? How are you going to say it? It's your responsibility, Minister for Environment. What do I call?
Ha.
Charlie, I didn't know.
Obo.
I didn't.
Charlie.
I didn't. I didn't.
Obo, meba. Pacho, meba. When we. And to think that a programmer, say be ya you bet me up livelihood ama youth be more galam say mu to get them off the forest. Na yet me see ho any ade.
I didn't.
That unua ukunu akonta wo fase o papa wa down for a crowd say me kwa adwuma ba, and the next thing you see but that will be con ho adan eso wo fa no
Nana ma and at the time I news in the band Collins Adoma Kumisa now confirm me mom the Honorable Manebu Amade on is confirmed that or plane or helicopter no do. But Nancy speculation P ebisa amako fi bo awodo or say muntaka all sorts of confusion.
Me so me temu ntaka ebi kwa se na ese gina mosquito so call program ni bi ni me tinzem o.
And finally, yenya confirmation Mutala, my very good friend, Comrade Mutala. I did the new person, also Bemansu, but Charlie. Could you, Uncle say, eh, nah, yeah, shazin. Look, you're not time fool. Now, and politics here, and no man in Chichia and see Ghana and Kanko is what gets many people, you know, to participate in it. Different ideas and ideology on the pathway forward, but I'll never wish any certain on my worst enemy, much less more political opponent. They are not my enemies. Can never, for the life of me. I don't know. I'm just wondering how their families are feeling. Yes. It could have been anybody. Could have been anybody.
Bobo mpacho meba zisia.
Jesus,
Anamswaga.
Nana ya.
Papa.
Na minim ni aminka o. Minim ni aminka. Say and de fiti enra bi si na de say Ghana ni bia so we politician, so we politician. Wakasa. Nim say ni ato ye man e de sum kese bi na beto man so. Na nti ana me pese sa nwom na ebo no etimi bosi ya empa ye bi wo ana me pese Ghana fo nyina ye sorry na ye boss ampa ye ni na ye sre nyame se ontu ana so mpagya ne nsa wo ye man so say asofo bibiri akasa but pray you know Ghana for if you so bia ye charlatan so ne asofo bia ye charlatan even when the signs are clear and the word that some of them are putting out loud and clear krana na ya pe asembia kana yetwem. But I believe sir going forward some of these prophecies ba enti na mombi wo why betimi atu because we can Ephesians chapter 6 I think verse no but no it's Galatians. Ephesians or Galatians, no back. I say, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Galatians.
Yes. But against principalities, powers,
rulers of darkness, authorities
and
ages.
Spiritual wickedness in high places. You know, or admonishing and say we should put on the whole armor of God so that we'll be able to stand and as we stand the wiles of the devil that are thrown at us. As a country, God is interested in our country.
Okay, Ephesians 6, brother.
Ephesians 6,
sure.
verse 10 also going.
Thank you, Reverend Emmanuel. Okay.
And we have to stand for our nation. Because sorry wukruma pa and I said sorry wukruma. Maybe the direction of our prayer have been centered on ourselves. When I say ourselves, our individual selves, and not the nation that we all belong to. Timumi and sorry near Mompaye. I started with our leadership. Nobody expected say a day like this would come. Especially to these young people. Begin power womb Dr. Sapon, who is a bit over 60 years. Way younger. Below 50 and all of that. And that's the strength of our nation. In terms of human resource capacity, professionals in they say, it's just a flash. So sad and difficult to allow to sink in. President Mahama, baby, will be no pay. Meaning how where money is placed in your heart. And I know the confidence that you have in that gentleman, that young gentleman. And some of us have worked closely with you at the Flagstaff House. And so we can't say we are not just talking like we are not guessing. We can't. I know he's one of President Mahama's confidants, and Omani will be a Nekasa and Shedan peace. Because if you recall, you'll be as a Okasa or Horoso Kakra, but he tries to cover it as much as he can. In terms of our master, the friend saying art of speaking in a manner and yet so
Clear.
pronounced. Tinikasa and Shedan does, but he is very deep. As young as he was, will be deep when it comes to he's a very thorough person. And yesterday I used a certain word. Say he's one of the very well arranged. People can say organized, but I prefer to use the word arranged. Because I said I said Ashishe. And task him with any friend saying or I give him any task. And you are sure say Oba Beto a distinction by performance of distinction. And for such a person at the Defense Ministry, one was expecting say, okay, by the time you're in the first term in government ever ending, at least in a Juma, any Nishishe Pabia or war. The Ministry of Defense, and for that matter, the entire military service. You bet me assessing how he performed over the period. Unfortunately, in a matter of 4 months, or say 5 months, I will take you over as minister. Toriencham Kasiewe Ababi Shiayen Kwanswa Etimi Ama Omaina Butu Vitienra Wankasa what they are Asania. It's a nation in despair. We are all distraught, and just say whichever way you turn the ball, it doesn't sit well. Murtala Muhammad was a very young man who was also building his capacity. As an MP, the first National Health the youth authority. Why youth employment agency. Yeah, agency. Honana me some years ago, President Mills time no China or contested for MP. And then he won for, I think, Nanton constituency, the first term in Parliament. And then the following term, Olusuye. And Okotina for another 4 years. And then fought again, this time from Tamale Central, when Inusa Fuseni decided not to contest any further. And won. And which this is a second term. Just say, over Parliament. I call any PhD and say I could defend any thesis. Or a qualified friend saying PhD holder. We all just say we can tell, say, as Minister of Environment, the desire to also see to it, say, the water bodies in the Manema. The last encounter that I had with him on those issues, I didn't answer. I mean, colleague bi anamene no wɔ office Coleman formerly of Zoom Lion this year or Wembley state
Robert Coleman
no your office bi wɔ East Legon ti bɛyɛ 4-5 more no friend na your be the chemical bi a ebetimi aboa masa nneɛma ne bi ebetimi de asiesie nsuo ani and to take some toxins from the water bodies. You know, the panel de buy no na frɛ sɛ we pay appointment na nka yɛne na bishi. And ɔka kyerɛ Coleman so ɔwɔ office obetimi aba sisi a na nka ɔmbra. That was a nene nansa, which was Tuesday evening. And also yɛnyɛ ready sɛ yɛbetimi aba sisi a na mom no nso sɛ ɔbɛkɔ baabi ɔkyena. Nti yɛnhwɛ Thursday or Friday. Ti yɛnkasa Thursday na yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛ okay a ɛnyɛ saa de a Friday. And this was Tuesday evening. Of course, I didn't speak to him, but I was seated around the same table, conference table, na Coleman and then Hekasa. And then the next day, less than 24 hours, we are hit with such a devastating news. Just say, Odrin Hubia won't hear. Dr. Samuel Sapon, last Saturday, they call Dr. Sampiale, lawyer Sampiale, a year, State House, Bobo, a baby, I saw him there. Dr. Sapon was seated right in front of us, first line. Time Majana Mosquito Kwakuli reef on behalf of NDC, no, and then sorry, Jan. So he was with us. We saw him, we greeted him, we exchanged pleasantries. And then today, if we have to refer to him, we have to add late Samuel Sapon before we can mention him. Nanaya, dreams are same way. All of this happening in a flash. And talk of this young man. I say no, Canada. And Oba Ghana say Oba be contested on NDC ticket. Oba contested at the point, oh yes, so we need, so and then later he came up say, want me and Winnie, NPP now, the Winnie is our seat. Nti eba aban na president Mahama aye no the Ashanti regional NADMO coordinator. Nti ono so for this program as a NADMO coordinator ono so a coach on this flight. Ono so kan nipa watchia ya atore enchemi atuo mu. Soldier 4 young guys back there last month July I say warrior and me on video na or exchange on any exchange files just a month ago and also just say kind at for now on Kahubi and a few others. And it's a bad day, it's a sad day, and words are the only ones as a nation. I'm wondering what is going on in the minds of the spouses of these gentlemen and the children of these gentlemen. Kokrokoo, they say his nursing soldier for Bako, the bar in the 2 months crowd. baby, fresh baby. They say, Obini, now we bisa say, then you come ne papa. I can say, unya helicopter crash. I don't wish this for my worst enemy. On any day, bonibia ubia yemibia. I will never wish for this for them. But the good thing is that so far tributes are munina mu mama on some of these personalities are yabubo mudi, especially Mutalane, Omane Buama. One can tell, say, their legacies will not be lost on us at all. Even though they had a relatively short life, or they lived a relatively short life, their legacies will live on with us because they've made their mark to a large extent. Why am I saying that? The memories will linger on and on and on and on. Because Shishabia, Yaya Omokahu, and as Omokahu Ayashishe, whenever they are mentioned, these names will never be left out. I also believe years ago, in fact, say how many? 1978, April. Na Mrs. Tawoba, a young child, Akola, would be 9 months, and Oyari jaundice, and went to me and survived it. And that was my very first time. Me who so be like Akola a while ago, or alive, and then Osunya and fell asleep, and then the next moment he was gone. Just say, and then there was at the point and then he was dead. Yatunudi ni ajete 9 months old. Or alive, Anka. 1978.
47.
I think 47 years.
47 years, yeah.
Even him at 9 months, and then me boni din e kaino. When the 1 year poambo brebia, the memory of Niajite still lingers on my mind. Let alone these gentlemen who, by the grace of God, they have been blessed with some number of years. And yes, almost be years, but their service to mankind and the country, a remarkable, yetimi a commemorative man ye. So some of us believe, say, their legacies will not be lost out on us. And that is the consolation that I am sending to the family. Ne yere, ne ma, ne mami, ne bushia. Omunyina. Whatever they lived for. So far, they say nipa bia ni wa ne huni asem de. But as much as we can remember, so be anti-me stepping up with any negative remark so far about these gentlemen. And that tells us, say, they set out to make a mark, not only for themselves, but also for their nation. So yes, here we are, a nation in grief, a nation in mourning. Let's hold our hands. Let's suspend the politics, at least for the next few days, in honor of these souls that have departed from us. And I believe say aban hyehyɛ ɛkeka sie ania yɛn nyinaa bɛkɔ akɔgyam president ɛne abusua na yakɔ akɔpɛ ɔmo krabea na yɛahwɛ nea Nyankopɔn so bɛpagya yɛ man ɛde akɔsi nti mede ma no bɛsi a
Swaga anɔpɛ me dase wobo me dase anɔpɛ
some no ekanakandan. In all things we give thanks. Ojo aka something na, so I associate myself with sentiment I share. Akopano pe baby papa na on for one cry ofensie. Yeah.
Madam Wasi. The four piece of single room self-contained La Paz and in important who say who be at now after 055-1575-327 0551-575-327 0551-575-327 0551-575-327 single room self-contained La Paz and in important who it was for her and I no pay a breve me a quine Emma Yademo SC. I know it's been a very difficult and a very tough day as Ghana mourns, but you're by any day. Me offer Sabako, your friend Buri Ake Yao Ojijato. Buri Ake Yao Ojijato. Donko, Atlantic Academy School Ewo Ogbojo. Say no one in Fienum. Wow, for Mr. and Mrs. Alfred Donko say Omo Emma happy birthday Nyankopon and kawo ho and afi happy 50 golden jubilee and when you feared you numene to GO1 Janet Tamaklu Atram of Ghana National Fire Service National Headquarters Accounts Department and your son Ni Amate Atram of Kokrokoo Technical University Kokrokoo Technical Institute. Happy birthday from Pokuya Wendy to all of you. I'm for a friend and I okay so with from the cardinal. And Yadimusi. Kofi Combes the royal baby. Or no more tra aqua copim say Premo Ebeto, the Radasumje, Eja Ubia. Macramunina.
Said you bet me a check in a farmer APC in Sunti, and why yen Sakuma.